Hi, I'm Darren Williams. You are watching From the Cape with Bass, hosted by Daniel Peterson.
Good day, everybody. Today we are with great bass player Darren Williams. Darren, can you tell us about your first musical experience?
Wow, Daniel, my first musical experience was when I was very young, at a very young age. So I grew up in a Pentecost house where my mother and my father, they are pastors of a church.
Okay.
So we used to play in church. Firstly, we watched them playing the instruments like the banjos, the accordions, and all that stuff. So we were particularly raised, and we couldn't say no when they asked us to play something or an instrument because we grew up in a holy house. So I played banjo, I played guitar first.
So why did you choose the bass guitar?
I chose the bass guitar because, like I said, I grew up in a church where we didn't have bass guitars and stuff like that. But now my cousin Martin, he lives in Joburg now, but he grew up here in Elsie's River, not Elsie's River, Ravensmead. So he were playing bass here for a very, very long while. So he inspired me, and I went back home, go sit with the normal acoustic guitar, playing bass only on that's a 6-string guitar, so I played bass on the first 3 strings. And so he motivated me, and he was a very good inspiration.
Yeah.
And from there on, I've been coming to watch Joy Celebration because that was now the famous groups of all. So listen to Joy Celebration, watch the music videos, and so it's around about there.
Okay, cool, man. So tell me, after seeing Martin and your father in church, and did you go for music lessons afterwards, or are you self-taught basically?
No, I'm actually self-taught.
Okay.
Self-taught. Playing with my phone, download songs, and play with my ear. And that's basically it. And listen to Cape Town artists.
Okay.
So and they motivated me to play, and and be the man that I am now on the bass.
So cool, man. Tell me, the artists that you're working for, are you in church, playing mainly in church, or have you been playing with other artists as well?
Mainly at the moment, I'm playing in church, only church. I have played for groups. There was our church group, our first group, and that was the first group I played with and recorded with. They have 2 CDs out.
Okay.
Also playing on CCFM, Ephesian Youth Ministries.
Okay.
So I was in that group. I was born there, so I started with them, and while geeking with them and go ministering with them, some other artists saw potential in us, in me and myself. So firstly it was Colin Mitchell. Played with him for a while, and there was highest praise from Guguleto.
Okay.
It's an African group. Anderson Piwe, also a sound engineer, he has his own studio there. So I've played with that group, and we played for the Gospel Crown Awards.
Okay.
We also played there, and that is where we met Colin as well. So, and from there on we played with him and played with some local artists here as well.
Okay.
That we grew up with. So there is a few.
Okay, nice, man, nice. Can you tell me about the gear that you're using?
The gear. It's an A5 chord. I used to play with the B5.
Okay.
But my first bass, as I said, it was a Stag a very very cheap bass by that time. So I grew up now, yeah. So I'm playing with the big boys now. Yeah. So yeah, it was chord B5, and yeah, that was now before this one.
Yeah.
So I'm a chord fan, and playing with this one is very nice. It's a heavy bass, but for me it's a light because I'm getting comfortable with it. And yeah, so this is the gear I'm playing with, and I didn't mention it at first. I was also endorsed by Marshall Music.
Okay.
Yeah, that was now just before COVID. Just before COVID, so COVID kicked in. So they said they can't endorse me by 100% anymore.
Was that for strings or?
That was for strings, and so the COVID came, so the endorsement stopped. Yeah, because they can't most now endorse people anymore like they did most now. So yeah, that's basically it. But the A5 is scaring me still. And hopefully I'm playing with this one for the next 10 years.
Wow, cool, man.
For the next 10 years.
That's so cool. So tell me, do you have any advice for young up-and-coming bass players and musicians out there?
Young upcoming bass players, in general, for all musicians, if you have a passion for something, like me growing up in Elsie's River, it's tough, but it's not that tough if you have something to do. But if you have nothing to do, then that it's gonna get tough for you. So I was always from school to the house, and after doing my homework, sit with the guitar that time. And now I grew up now, so I'm married as well. So for me it's like it's now work, home, sit with your guitar. So yeah, you won't get in trouble for anything because why, you keep you busy with the right stuff. So what I can say is stay humbled, have a ear, and if you do reach what you want to reach, believe me, there is still more. And there is how can I put it, don't think you are limited being a musician. You see, always think that there's always room for improvement, and yeah, that's basically it. And stay humbled, because why, there is a musician in everyone. That is always my saying.
Okay. Darren, thank you so much, man, for making time for me, for making time for From the Cape with Bass. Godspeed on your journey.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here.
Thank you for liking and sharing this video with your family and friends. Please follow From the Cape with Bass on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Thank you so much.